Present simple. Present progressive. Generally speak. Simple. Do that. Lesson. Home. Present progressive. I am speaking now. Are you speaking? Yes, I'm speaking. No, I'm not speaking. Present simple. I speak. Generally. Do you speak? Yes, I speak. No, I do not speak. The present progressive we use for an action we are doing now, whilst the present simple we use for an action we do generally. You in this room are speaking English now, but generally you speak. What's the difference between the present progressive and the present simple? The difference between the present progressive and the present simple is that we use the present progressive for an action we are doing now, whilst the present simple we use for an action we do generally. Positive. I speak. You speak. He, she, it speaks. We speak. You speak. They speak. Interrogative. Do I speak? Do you speak? Does he, she, it speak? Do we speak? Do you speak? Do they speak? Negative. I don't speak. You don't speak. You don't speak. He, she, it doesn't speak. We don't speak. You don't speak. They don't speak. Are you speaking? No, I'm not speaking, but I'm speaking English. Do you speak? Yes, I speak. Are you reading that book? No, I'm not reading that book. Do you read that book? Yes, I read that book. Are you writing? No, I'm not writing. Do you write? Yes, I write. Am I going to the door? No, you aren't going to the door, but you're remaining on the chair. Do I go to the door after the lesson? Yes, you go to the door after the lesson. Are you going home? No, I'm not going home, but I'm remaining in this room. I go home after the lesson. Yes, I go home after the lesson. Does. The third person of do is does. I do, you do, he, she, it does, etc. We put s on the third person. For example, I speak, you speak, he, she, it speaks, etc. Is he speaking? No, he isn't speaking. Does he speak? Yes, he speaks. Is she reading? No, she isn't reading. Does she read? Yes, she reads. Is he writing? No, he isn't writing. Does he write? Yes, he writes. Don't, remain, Japanese, Chinese. The negative of do is do not. The contraction of do not is don't. What's the negative of do? The negative of do is do not. What's the contraction of do not? The contraction of do not is don't. Do you remain here after the lesson? No, I don't remain here after the lesson, but I go home. Do you speak Japanese? No, I don't speak Japanese, but I speak. Do you read books in Chinese? No, I don't read books in Chinese, but I read books in doesn't. The negative of does is does not. The contraction is doesn't. What's the negative of does? The negative of does is does not. What's the contraction of does not? The contraction of does not is doesn't. Does he speak Japanese? No, he doesn't speak Japanese, but he speaks. Does he remain here after the lesson? No, he doesn't remain here after the lesson, but he goes home after the lesson. Does she write in German? No, she doesn't write in German, but she writes in about page. About how many people are there in your country? There are about people in my country. About how many things are there in this room? There are about things in this room. About how many pages are there in this book? There are about pages in this book. Can you speak? Yes, I can speak. Can you touch that book? Yes, I can touch that book. Can you read and write? Yes, I can read and write. Like, dislike, cinema, television. Do you like your city, town, or village? Yes, I like my city. Or no, I don't like my city. Do you dislike the cinema? No, I don't dislike the cinema, but I like the cinema. Or I don't like the cinema. Do you like that picture? Do you dislike television? Does he, she dislike television? Right, left. Which hand's this? It's your left hand. Which hand's this? It's your right hand. Put your right hand on that book, please. Put your right hand on that book, please. What's he doing? He's putting his right hand on that book. Close your left eye, please. What's she doing? She's closing her left eye. Moving, still, completely. Is my hand moving? No, your hand isn't moving, but it's still. Am I standing still? No, you aren't standing still, but you're moving. Are all the parts of your body still now? No, not all the parts of my body are still now, but my mouth, my tongue, etc. are moving. Do you generally sit completely still in the lesson? No, I don't generally sit completely still in the lesson, but I move. Does he, she generally sit completely still in the lesson? No, he, she doesn't generally sit completely still in the lesson, but he, she moves. Wearing, wear. Are you wearing a hat? No, I'm not wearing a hat. Do you wear a hat? Yes, I wear a hat. Are you wearing a coat? No, I'm not wearing a coat. Do you wear a coat? Yes, I wear a coat. What clothes are you wearing? I'm wearing shoes, socks, a suit, etc. With. What am I doing? You're touching your nose with your finger. Do we speak with our mouth? Yes, we speak with our mouth. Do we read with our eyes? Yes, we read with our eyes. A half. 2 is a half of 4. 6 is a half of 12. How much is a half of 100? 50 is a half of 100. How much is a half of 13? 6 is a half of 13. Are half these chairs green? No, half these chairs aren't green, but they're all brown. Tell me your name, please. My name's Mr. What he's doing? He's telling you his name. Tell me the name of the capital of Russia, please. Moscow's the capital of Russia. What's he doing? He's telling you the name of the capital of Russia. Russian, Greek. Are you Russian or Greek? No, I'm neither Russian nor Greek, but I'm... Do you speak Greek? No, I don't speak Greek, but I speak. Prefer. Tea, coffee. Which do you prefer, the cinema or television? I prefer. Which do you prefer, tea or coffee? I prefer. Which does he, she prefer, tea or coffee? He, she prefers. Do the English generally prefer coffee? No, the English don't generally prefer coffee, but they generally prefer tea.